Hello, this is Daryl from True Image Video. I wanted to go over a DIY GoPro floating handle. Now I know they have these on eBay. I've seen them for as cheap as $5. But for what it's worth, I made this one for under $5. But that's not really the point. At that price level, it's really just, you know, how good is it and what can it do for you. Started out with one of these PVC sprinkler risers, they're called, and I went with a 6-inch here, which is a good handle size. I used half inch cap that you just screw on there. And I took one of these couplings that is threaded on one side and then slip joint on the other, so you can thread this on this side. Okay, now this is a 1/2 inch plug. Now I've seen some of these where they're flush on the top. This one is actually recessed, and that allowed me to drill a hole in it and put a bolt in it. So I put a 1/4-20 bolt through this, and I actually used an undersized hole and kind of hammered the bolt in there so it's held in there by itself pretty tight. And of course I took one of these GoPro fittings with the 1/4-20 on it. They're like $1. I think they might even be less than $1 at some places. And that will just screw on right here. Okay? So obviously you want to get that pretty tight. Then you got the slip joint here. And this you're going to want to, of course, use PVC glue and glue it on there. And then that gives you a floating GoPro handle, which is pretty nice. Now, as I said, you can buy these pretty cheap, you know, so why go through all the hassle? But one thing I like about this one is that because it's all threaded PVC pieces, you can actually take another piece of the PVC riser, which these are, even these tall ones I think are less than $1 or right around $1. It's amazing how cheap PVC is. Anyway, you screw that on with another coupling. Now you got yourself a selfie stick, right? Now, of course, one of the reasons DIY stuff is so nice is, you know, the flexibility of doing what you want. You could throw another one on there, you know, and that would leave you, and then of course you can just still put the handle on or not. Now you got yourself quite a decent PVC GoPro selfie stick, and it's not bad, and it's going to be tough. If you ever did break it or need to replace anything, it's just a quick trip to the hardware store for a less than $1 piece of PVC. Oh, and one other thing, I had a piece of this foam. This is pipe insulation. Stick some 1/2 inch pipe insulation over it. Let me take the stick off here. And with the 1/2 inch pipe insulation, you got yourself a padded handle which can remain with it. And of course, I like to paint stuff, so I'll probably paint up this white PVC here. But the handle can stay there, the pipe insulation can stay with the handle. And so then even if you're using these additional sticks, you know, you can still use the handle portion screwed on, which is another coupling. Screw this part on the end, and it's pretty nice. So here's the piece with the GoPro attached to it, and there you go. A DIY GoPro stick. Works pretty well. Thanks for watching.